Now then, sausages, welcome to my devlog. In this episode I'm going to show you how I added roads and waypoints to my game. Right then, so the first thing I'd always do is I'd go to the Keep app. It's my favourite app for doing designs when I'm out and about. And my realisation was that I'd only needed about 5 different tiles before I can then recreate any cute little road setup that I wanted. So first tile I'd need is a crossroads tile. I'd need a straight tile, a T-junction tile, a end tile and a corner tile, and then I'd have every piece I could need. So I went to Canvas, and in order to start doing this, when I draw every bottom rectangle, every floor piece, I had the 4 coordinates of that whole square. I could work out the halfway points of any 2 coordinates by adding them together and divide by 2. So for example, let's just say this is that's the y-axis, and that's the x-axis. So this would be 0x and that's 0y. So that would be 4, let's say, just as an example, 4, 2, halfway 2 there. So if we wanted to work out like W, for example, so the coordinates of W would be 4 on the X, and then the Y would be 2. And then let's say the coordinates of Z would be X on the 2, and then Y on the 4. So if we added those together, we'd have, let's say we wanted to get this coordinate here. So if we added those together, we'd get 6. Divide those by 2, we get 3. And so that would be 3 there, 3 there, and then that's how you'd get that coordinate. So I did that then for all of the coordinates and worked out what the halfway points for those coordinates were, and then I did that again for those. So I had a good idea of I'd pre-calculated all those coordinates, which made it extremely easy to then work out other coordinates within that square. Because let's say I wanted that coordinate, for example, let's say I wanted this coordinate, for example, I could use this coordinate and this coordinate because they're halfway between those. Or if I wanted this coordinate, I could use these 2 coordinates as the halfway point. So I could pick whichever coordinates are useful and divide by 2. I could also pick 4 coordinates. So let's say I wanted a more trickier one. Let's say I wanted this coordinate here. I could work out this coordinate. Let's change the colour. I could work out what this coordinate is. Oops. This coordinate here is by using these 2 points. So that's the halfway point of that. I could then work out the halfway point of this one by, supposed to be a green. Let's do that again. I could work out this point by using this point and this point. So if I took the 4 points together and added those and divide by 4, I would then get the red coordinate, which is the halfway point between all of those added together. So yeah, so that was this was really useful to work out, and I used this as a guide when I drew every road tile. So for example, the straight over tile, I started by picking a light grey for the background, and I drew a line from YYZ to, and that's not light grey, let's pick light grey again. So YYZ, draw a line to WXX, draw a line from there to WWX, and then I drew a line from WWX to YZZ, and then I drew a line from YZZ to YYZ, and then I'd fill that in, and that's the background of the road piece. I would then pick a darker grey for the curbs. So I drew a line, another line from YYZ to WXX, and then I drew a line from YZZ to WWX, sorry, and then I chose white and did a nice dash line for the middle of the road. I drew a line from YZ to WX. So that was very straightforward. Just once I'd worked out all the coordinates, I could just pick which coordinates I wanted to do and draw a line to each one. So then after using that as a guide, then I was able to put them into my game, and I think they've come out quite nice and sharp. Quite happy with the way they look. The next stage was then to add waypoints. So the waypoints aren't something that the players are going to see in the game ever, but it's for my benefit of working out where the centre of the lanes are. So I know that's where the cars, or the cars will use the waypoints to work out where they need to be. So I added the waypoints to each tile so that I could work out. So the cars drive on the left, and then the starting square would be that red square, and then I've drawn a dotted line to each waypoint from that square to the exit part of that tile. So the crossroads has obviously one entrance and then 3 exits, and that times 4 because there's 4 entrances. So yeah, that was a complex one to do. But yeah, so that's waypoints added. And yeah, the last thing I did was I added the ability to then place roads, which made it look really nice, and really completes it. Made it almost seem like a game itself. But yeah, just made it so they all work when you place them, and it updates the ones next to it as you'd expect. So yeah, that's what I've done now, and yeah, I'm very happy with how that's turned out. So the next video I will be adding cars to that, or re-adding the cars and making the cars use the waypoints, driving from waypoint to waypoint, making it look like they're going somewhere, but it'll just be pretend traffic. So yeah, that's Roads and Waypoints. Thanks for watching.